John Osborne here. Let's do the FX Education Outlook for July 20th, 2017. Let's start out looking at the Euro Pound. You can see that we finally made a big move up and right up to that top of that channel line there. Broke above the previous pivot. Go ahead and put a line right there and show that we did break above that, and we're going back and doing a little bit of retesting of that broken resistance, which will now be support, and we are continuing our move higher. After this, our next pivot high will be the high from this week, from back on November 4th of last year, and that'll be at around 0.90481. For the Kiwi yen, we've been in a consolidation pattern for quite a bit of time now after we made this move up. So I don't know if we're going to make it to our target here, but we'll keep an eye on it. We might be moving that into a consolidation watch list pretty soon. For the Aussie yen, it's starting to continue to move higher here. It's hugging the bottom or the top line of the Bollinger Band there. You can see we are just slightly moving higher as we continue. On the pound US dollar, we've pulled back and we're back down underneath the previous pivot that we had at 1.30043. And you can see we are continuing to resume a little bit higher over this previous pivot back here. So we'll continue to be bullish there with a little bit of bearishness in the works there. You can see a head and shoulder pattern here played out very nicely. And we finally did break above this downward trend line here, where we went back down right through it and retested a new low and then pulled back a bit. So I'm not sure if this line here is that convincing that we're going to move higher, but we're still seeing some sluggishness from moving lower here on this previous pivot. Let's continue to watch what happens here. For the Euro US dollar, we're heading higher. A little bit of sluggishness in the last little bit here, but we are breaking higher than the 200 bar moving average on the weekly, so watch for this one to continue heading higher as expected. And the Aussie US dollar also moving higher. We had a bit of a run up higher, probably based on news, and then a pullback, but we've since resumed our movement back up, and we're just going up to touch the 50 bar moving average and pull back a little bit. So let's see if it's still got the strength to keep on pushing higher. In our bearish area category, we've got the dollar Swissy, and that one's breaking lower. We had this long move up here, probably at that same news break, but then a big push down, and we broke through all the previous pivots that we had here, and that moved back down again, and we're just resting and consolidating a little bit. We have broken this previous pivot low of 0.95485, so let's see if we can start to move down to the next pivot. We are looking pretty bearish across the board here. And also moving lower is the dollar loonie. It's heading down towards the previous support of 1.246. We're just about there, and we're starting to lose a little bearishness on our 240, but we're still looking quite bearish on our daily and our weekly. And also staying bearish is our pound loonie, and that's moving down towards the 1.57350. And for the pound yen, we've now broken through the previous swing low of 145.253, so we're retesting that, and we'll see if we can head lower. We'll probably be moving this into our bearish portfolio, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We'll consider that one to be moving into the bearish realm. So that'll do it for today. Remember, you can subscribe by clicking on my image, and until next time, have a great rest of your day.